Hello everyone and welcome back to Blender Car Modeling. This is Versus 53 and we are going to be modeling the Toyota Supra Mark IV. Hey everyone, welcome back. This is Versus 53 and welcome back to the channel. So today is part 14 of our how to make a car in Blender and we are making the Toyota Supra Mark IV. So today we're just going to be cleaning up the geometry a bit. Just follow the video and you're going to be perfectly alright by the end of it. We're just going to make sure that our door panels are better off in geometry and topology so that when we're solidifying it, it's going to be a lot easier, alright? And if you do have any doubts, just put them down in the comment box below. And if you do like the content that I'm putting out, just make sure to subscribe. It really makes it worthwhile to make these kind of videos. So let's get to it. Hey guys, so that now everyone is on the same loop, I'm just going to make sure that everyone has these changes going. I'm just going to be making a few changes so that the entire car geometry is going to come together and there's going to be less chaotic meshes around. Okay, so we're going to make the topology much better here. So we're just going to be making a single panel sometimes, and I'm just going to be joining a few panels here so that it's way easier when we solidify our entire shape. All right, so first things, let's start from the very front here. There is a slight normals issue here, so just tab into this back plate here, select, press A for everything. Yeah, and just go ahead and press A and just press shift N, and just this option that you see here, just press, make this inside. All right, so the normals are going to shift and our coloring issue is going to be solved there. All right, and then here I'm just going to be sorting the front end out later. Before that, we're just going to be joining a few of these meshes here. All right, so to start with that, I'm just going to be splitting this, the very edge dorsal here. Let's just split it. Okay, I'm just going to be opening a few parts here. So here there's three different vertices. Let's just get them together. All right, same here. So this one is going to be a little extra. So this is not going to be going with this anyway. So that's fine. Let that be. Now I'm just going to be taking this and just select this one, select all of these, duplicate them and separate them. All right. I'm just going to be hiding the bigger part here. Just press H to hide it. And now we're going to be making this piece entirely one. All right. So all three of these. So let's just check if all three of these are in line. We need the vertices to line up here. So what I'm going to do is just simplify this and add a few here, a few more points here so that these line up. All right. So let's start from the back here. All right. So once you've reached here, just make sure they're in one line. Okay, right there. They're intersecting here. And now we're just going to be adding one more extra one here with a knife cut. So just select this point and take it all the way to the top and press enter. All right, so we made that. Now this entire shape that we have here, this little triangle, let's just make that full by pressing F. All right, and what we can do is maybe slide this entire loop down, right, and then take this loop further down. Just keep adjusting. Right. I'm just going to be doing all of these a little bit better. All right, and then just go ahead. I'm going to add an edge loop here. Then take this one, slide it back up till there. Alright, and after you're done sliding that, just go ahead and add one more loop here, like that there. We're going to be sliding this one, the top one, this is there, and right there. We're just going to be sliding this entire loop back, G twice, and right about that. Alright, same thing, just keep doing it. Alright, just keep doing this. I'm just gonna clean up the topology and get this aligned with. Alright, so a few of these have merging issues, but we'll get those sorted very soon. So once you're done with this, alright, once these are aligned, I'm just gonna come select these two and have a look here. We're just gonna get these straight. Okay, tab out, and now I'm just gonna be joining these. Alright, just select both of them, Control J, and now I'm just going to select all of them, M, and merge by distance. So this entire vertex is going to be joined. I'm going to be adding one more end loop here and one here, so that is going to simplify the curve that's going there. Alright. So once that's done, just make sure this curve is good to go. Right. So we want this panel to be entirely flat here, which it might not be. The curve might not be flat. So select all the points from here right up to this point and just press S, X, and 0. And then I'm just going to be pressing G and X and sliding them out. Alright, and then what we can do is get that slight incline that we've always wanted, like that manually. Alright, so it's way easier when we extrude it for the wheel wells. About there. It goes out. Angle it in this way. Just make sure that all of these are going to be in line. Fairly aligned. Now what I'm going to do is just clear this geometry up also a bit. So what we'll do is we'll merge these and then we're going to be clearing this up. Just press Alt H, and now we'll delete these three first. Just press X and delete the vertices. Now select both of these and just make sure they're aligned here with SX0, SY0, and SZ0. Okay, just make sure this entire thing is repeated here. And once that's done, tab out, and then we'll merge these two first. All right, tab in. All right, so here, just Control J, and that merges both of them. And once you're done with that, just press A, M, and merge by distance. All right, and then we're just gonna be clearing up the geometry a bit. All right, so once you're done clearing this up, what I'm gonna do is tab out, select both of these. Now we're gonna be aligning this entire thing here. All right. So to do that, I'm just gonna be shifting this back. All right. Make sure you shift that, and then you select both of them, and then you align them. Right. Like that. Okay. Same thing here. Just keep repeating that process. And same here too. So once you're done with this, okay, once you're done with this, we just go back. We select both of these already. Control J, just take this entire thing and merge it. Alright. And now I'm just going to be moving a few of these vertices to get a better curvature all around. Okay. And then to smoothen our surface here, we're also going to be adding this one to our main door. Right. This one. And select this one also. We might need to delete this one, extra edge loop, this one too. Once you're done with that, there's also aligning needed to be done here. So let's just align those enough. And if you find that you're lacking some edge loops, just go ahead and add them in. Don't need to worry about anything. Right? Add that. And you might find that some of them are extra, so just select them, X, and delete the edge loop. Alright? Here. And here we might need to add one edge loop. So on the door, you go ahead, add that in. Alright, once you've added it in, just make sure these are on the same line. Okay. And these two. So just make sure that is in one line. And this panel can go separately. There's going to be a covering anyway. So don't merge that one. Now just press Ctrl J, A, M, and merge by distance. Now we get a line here. That means these are merged and centered. And then just press Shift R. Select it individually and then press Shift R. Alright. And again at the top here. But at the top, what we'll use is merge at last because we need that vertex. Alright. And then we're just going to be adding our edge loops. Might mess it up a bit. So what we'll do is we'll add edge loops here and here, right? To make that a better curvature, and then we'll add one on the way here, and then on the top too. That looks good. So this entire part we might need to push a little bit inwards. Right? We need a little cavity here. That's fine. So what we'll do is just take these points out. Right? Same with these. Out. And these. Just try to get a good curvature around here. Okay. And here too. Okay, so that seems like the arrow hole that we like. You can try merging this one also inside, but you might need to add a few more edge loops and there might be some complications to it. So you can try it on your own, and if it doesn't work out, just let me know. All right. And now we can just merge these two. We just need to add an extra while loop here. All right. And now just Control J and A M merge by distance. There's some distance here. Just that. Merge at center and just shift our right to the very end. All right. At the very end, what we'll do is we'll add another edge loop here, very close by. And then merge these. Okay. And then merge this first. Alright. That is good. That entire single toy panel is good. And now what we can do is just delete the extra edge loops so that they don't complicate our situation here. You can adjust the spacing well too. And now what we can do is just select all of these and change the pivot point to active element. Control Alt Shift S and then just take it out like that. Same here, all the way to the end there. Control Alt Shift S. This point, active element, then inside. Okay. And then just shift it to get a smoother curvature. Like that. Just go ahead and try your hand there. What you can do is just Control X here and then just join these. Just go ahead and delete these. It's all about trial and error here. Okay. So all you really gotta do is try your hand at it and yeah, just try it out. Join that. That creates a good geometry. And then I'm just gonna go to 3 and use knife cut to match these points. Right, enter. And that's gonna be curved. And then I'm gonna be deleting this edge right here. And this one. This edge loop, just go ahead and delete that. Now we can just paste this out. We have our curve. And now select all the way from there to here, active element. And then we just use Control Shift Alt S to shift it back. Alright, so we have that curve that we wanted on the card. And after you've got the curve there, just delete the extra edge loops that we've introduced earlier. Alright, and now we can just give the card a nice edge right there. There. But right there. That gives the car that edge that we wanted. Right? And then maybe we can think of joining this. But let's leave that out for now. right? So it looks much better like this. Now what we can do is just join both of these. Control J, merge by distance. So this is not gonna happen. Select both of these, merge at last. Same here. So just Shift R. We might have to do both of these individually. And then the rest you can just merge at center because they're at very less distance. And right to the very end there. Right? Okay, perfect. And we can just go ahead and slide these up to get a better geometry right there. That's okay, we can just clear it up later. But this panel is going to be a singular panel right there. Okay. So it's easier now, right? That's going to be one panel now. And we might need to realign these again to the vertices here. So we'll need to clear these ones up too. Before that, let's just go ahead and clear the extra ones right here and the extra ones here. Slide this one and this one here. Okay. And any extra ones, just go ahead and delete the edge loops so that it's easier. Right there. Right there. And this is an extra one. So just delete the edge loop. This entire one can be one part. So yeah, you can manage like that. Delete the extra ones again. Okay. There's too many vertices and it's just going to make it more complicated overall. Yeah. Yeah. This we can just use with a knife cut all the way to the top. Enter. Okay. And not complicate this as much. We'll just wait for the edge loop to end here and then maybe simplify it. Right. This is just simplifying the entire thing here. Alright. Select this loop, slide it in. Right, something like that. The edge loop and this one too. Right. I'm just going to be making this an end gone right there. This one. So this F extra one not needed. And this one's in line with all of these. Okay. So this is fine now. Whenever you see these extra triangles, just go ahead, select all of them and press F. Alright. Just try to make it something like this so that it's easier. And sometimes when they're isolated, just go ahead and give that cut. Okay, right there. Once you're done with that, now we're going to be aligning them. So just SX0, SY0 and SZ0, and we keep doing the same thing further down so that our points are in perfect line. Right, something like that. As you can see, they're a little bit misaligned everywhere because they've been made from separate meshes here. So this is a necessary step here, alright? And once you're done with this, it's gonna fit smoothly, alright? With this panel right here, I'm just going to be simplifying this one. Not complicate that at all. And then selecting both of these. And I think I should make this one a little bit easier too. Okay. And then we can just join these. Okay. Control J. And now we'll just join them vertex by vertex. There. This one too. This one might be out of question here. And so now you can just join this here and we can create an edge here with our edge loops. Alright, here, and we can create an edge loop here to make it a controlled surface. A Shift N, that changes the numbers here. Let's just go ahead and drag these out. It's easier to see. For that fact, I'm just going to Control Z and remove this entire panel itself. Alright, it's going to be way easier to deal with the panel when we're trying to make the door solid. This might just raise some complications. We don't need that right now. Right? AM merge by distance. Just merge the points that are not there. Control X. Just Control X all the way. Right? And then we'll just delete this edge. So it's going to be way easier. We've created the dip for our arrow. Just make sure the dip is going all the way to the end of the door. Right after the wheel well. About there. Alright. That seems nice. And what you can do is simplify this curve out there too. Control Z, just deselect this one and this one, right? Then you can take it a picture. That is gonna help you out. A Shift N. Then we'll just delete this one too as an edge loop. Then the door is gonna be simpler. Alright. So that just simplifies a lot of our problems. Okay. And here too we might have a lot of extra vertices. I'm just going to go ahead and delete a few of them. Just make sure you follow me here. Alright, and as you see here, it's gonna be an easier shape altogether now. There. We do not want this harsh curve that we have going on here. So I'm just gonna be changing that and making it smoother. There you go. Same thing here. We do not need as many edge loops as we have here. So just make it simple. That's all we really need here. This is okay. Once you've done that, just make sure all of these are simple. Okay. Delete the edge loops and just paste them out better. Alright. There. All of these are fine. And these two, just make them simpler by deleting a few of these. Sliding that up. Then we can just change these. Alright. By moving them on the x-axis and the y-axis. Alright. So just make sure you fix all of these in one place. So it's gonna be better for you all. Alright. So this entire door panel is one. We have a nice smooth line going on all the way here. Okay, and just go ahead and match these lines also and add another one here. So that our geometry is gonna be joining up here. Right. All the way there. Right, something like this. And it's gonna make our shape much easier now. Right. Okay, so there is a slight issue here. And all of these three are intersecting here. Alright. So what I'm gonna do is just hide this point. Add another edge loop here. And another one. Again. Alt H. Then just remove these vertices. And this one too with limited dissolve. And then with a knife cut, I'm gonna take the vertex all the way from there to match that. Alright. Same thing with this one. Take it here and join it there. A shift in. Let's see if that helps. Merge by distance. So this one, let's just press Ctrl X here. Join these and then knife cut our way here and join these. So that harsh line is gone. That is good. We've changed a few things here. Right. Looks good enough. I'm just gonna make sure that all these 3 points that you see here are gonna be intersecting. Just with SX0, SY0 and SZ0. Right. So that intersects now. And we need to be having these in line too. This is just cleaning up before we get ready to add major changes. Right. Just take that a little bit forward and take that back. Then we'll take this down too, and this one down too. Remove that one, and this one over there, and this one over there. Okay. So this matches up, and we'll just go ahead and add an extra one here, and then just go ahead and join these. It seems good enough. Now we just merge these. So SX0, SZ0, and then we'll just press G and X and take both of these out. Right, same here. Same for the top. These SY0 and SC0. Just drag them out and just repeat the process. Just make sure you save these two as you're going, as Blender might crash in between. It has a tendency to do that. Just make sure you're saving your work as you're going about it. Alright. And as soon as you're done with this, you can change any other way also if you want, but these are the final changes that we're going to be doing before we get started with the other parts like the wheels, the wheel well, the headlights, the backlights. This is just so that our mesh is going to be way easier to deal with here. Alright, I'm just going to be making this according to the blueprints here, make the shape easier. Alright, just do that, rename your files and make it easier. Alright, so that's it for today. We just made a few changes. It's better for topology overall. You can just go ahead and have a look with our reflective red ball. And as you see, we have a clear topology now instead of a broken one. Here too, as you can see, if you have a look here, it's going to be a bit up and down. So you can just go ahead and fix that too. We'll just change a few vertices here and there and you can just fix that. All right. So that's it for today. All the best and happy creating, and I'll see you in the next one. Hey guys, thank you for watching this video. I hope you all liked it. If you do have any suggestions, just put them down in the comment box. And don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.